The Ping Anser versus the Scotty Cameron Newport 2. Look, they look practically identical from 5 feet away, right? Both of these putters have racked up major championships for decades, and they are easily the two most searched blades in golf. But then you look at the price tags, and you see a massive, massive gap.
So are you actually getting a better putter, or are you just funding the marketing department?
Today, we are settling this head-to-head battle to find out exactly what is best for your bag. Welcome to Golf Gear Showdown. I'm Jake, your resident 15 handicapper who really hates wasting money. And with me is Mike, our data and specs guy. The big question today is whether the Scotty Cameron Newport 2 is actually worth it, or if you're simply paying for those iconic red mill dots, the cherry bombs, and a fancy head cover.
Think about the classic pro shop scenario for a second. You walk in to buy a putter, and you immediately freeze up. You've got the Ping on the left and the Scotty on the right. Choosing the wrong one isn't just annoying for your wallet, it can actively ruin your confidence on a crucial 4-footer to save par.
To understand why golfers constantly compare these two, you really have to look at the history. The Ping Anser is the original blueprint. Based on design intent, it is the exact shape Karsten Solheim drew up that completely altered golf club manufacturing by introducing heel-toe weighting to the masses.
On the other side, the Scotty Cameron Newport 2 is the highly refined evolution of that blueprint. We all know a certain guy named Tiger made it legendary by sinking practically everything he looked at. History doesn't make putts today, however. We need to know how these things perform right now.
To crown a champion, we are running these top options through 6 strict rounds. We will look at visuals and alignment, forgiveness, feel and sound, consistency and roll, price and value, and finally, best fit.
And hey, stick around for that forgiveness round coming up in just a minute. It completely destroys a massive myth most golfers believe about blade putters. Trust me, you definitely do not want to buy a new flat stick before we get to that part of the explainer. Let's get right into it.
Round 1 is visuals and alignment.
This category is all about what you actually see when you are standing over a crucial birdie putt.
The Scotty Cameron is incredibly surgical. Its tri-sole design means the bottom is angled perfectly so the putter sits dead square at address without you manipulating it with your hands. Those crisp lines and that premium silver mist finish just scream precision from every single angle.
Sure, that looks great indoors. Out on the course though, especially down here in the sunny states, that silver mist can literally blind you. I heavily prefer the Ping design. Newer Ping Anser models often use a darker, matte finish that completely kills the glare. Plus, it has slightly softer, rounded bumpers that feel a bit more relaxed to my eye compared to Scotty's boxy, harsh edges.
Both are striking for sure, but for sheer visual precision and that premium setup, you just have to give the edge to Titleist. Round 1 winner goes to the Scotty Cameron Newport 2 for that jewelry-like finish.
Man, fair enough, you can have the beauty contest. A pretty putter doesn't guarantee made putts, though. The real performance test starts right now.
Moving to round 2, which is forgiveness.
This is the round that surprises everyone. Listen closely, because common feedback suggests blades are entirely unforgiving, and that is just flat out wrong.
Ping actually pioneered heel-toe weighting to stop the face from twisting. Currently, they use modern tungsten weighting in the heel and toe. Because tungsten is so incredibly heavy, it pushes the balance to the absolute edges. I know from my own mishits, when you strike a ping off the toe, it stays remarkably stable.
I can definitely verify that with the specs. The Scotty Cameron Newport 2, meanwhile, is a strict player's putter. It demands a center face strike. If you miss the center on a Scotty, you lose energy transfer very quickly. It simply wasn't designed to rescue a bad stroke.
That is exactly why Ping takes this one easily. It actively saves weekend warriors from brutal 3-putts. Round 2 winner is the Ping Anser.
So we are tied up at 1 apiece. Stay with us through this explainer, guys, because we are heading into round 3. This one tackles the single most debated category in all of golf gear, and getting this wrong means you will never feel confident on fast greens.
Round 3 is feel and sound. This is highly subjective, I admit. But make no mistake, the feedback felt in your hands is a massive psychological factor in putting. The Scotty Cameron is typically milled from a solid block of 303 stainless steel. When you strike the ball, it produces a distinct, firm click. It is highly communicative, meaning you know precisely where on the face you made contact based on sound alone.
I hear you, but not everyone wants that super firm feedback. Ping often uses Pebax polymer inserts or shallower face milling that caters perfectly to golfers wanting a softer, almost mushy feel upon impact. Sometimes you just don't want your hands ringing if you happen to hit a rock-hard distance ball.
That might be true for a cheap budget ball. However,
Pure pro-style feedback is the gold standard for dialing in distance control on lightning-fast greens. That firm click is the exact reason players demand a Scotty. Round 3 winner is the Scotty Cameron Newport 2.
Round 4, consistency and roll.
We have debated feel enough, but let's dive into what happens immediately after impact. Face technology strictly dictates the ball's actual roll.
Comparing design intent, Scotty Cameron utilizes a dual milled pattern. It shaves the high points off the milling for a perfectly flat surface. This normalizes roll across the center and strictly rewards absolute perfection in your stroke.
I strongly disagree with the practicality of that for most everyday players. Ping's true roll technology actively normalizes your mistakes. They use varying groove depths across the face. If I hit it a 1/4 inch off the toe, those grooves ensure the ball still travels the exact same distance as a center strike.
I have to admit, the data backs you up on that, Jake. Ping's tech is highly functional out there. It turns a scary 20-foot lag putt into a stress-free tap-in rather than a knee-knocking 4-footer. Round 4 winner is the Ping Anser.
Boom, that makes it 2-2. We have a serious showdown right now. Stick around for this next part of the explainer because we are about to look at the numbers nobody really wants to talk about. It might just swing this entire battle.
Round 5, price and value.
Let's finally address the elephant in the room here, budget versus premium. We absolutely have to look at the massive price gap Titleist forces consumers to consider.
The Scotty does have a very high initial cost. Here is a smart shopper move most golfers miss though. Scotties actually act as a golfing asset. They hold incredible resale value on the used market. You can play a $400 Scotty for 3 years and easily recoup $300 on the secondary market.
I completely disagree with looking at golf clubs like a 401k. The Ping Anser has a much lower entry point and delivers 95% of the performance right out of the gate. Most guys simply do not want to tie up that much cash just to hope they can sell it to a stranger later.
For the everyday budget buyer, Ping is just the smarter play. You keep cash in your pocket for actual rounds of golf. Round 5 winner is the Ping Anser for best overall value.
Wow, Ping takes the lead. Do not run to the store just yet, though. A putter is only as good as the player holding it. Coming up next is our specific breakdown of exactly which putter fits your real-world handicap. The answer might shock you.
Round 6 is golfer fit.
Let's map out exactly who should play which putter based on real-world situations.
Based on our testing, beginners and high handicappers absolutely need the Ping Anser. That stability and forgiveness are essential when your stroke isn't completely dialed in yet.
On the flip side of that, if you are a mid to low handicapper playing on fast greens, the Scotty Cameron is your winner. The precision feedback is required when the greens are rolling at a 12 on the stim meter, which is practically like putting on glass.
Should you simply have a slight arc stroke, both of these are mid-hang designs. They actually tie in that mechanical category, meaning they both release similarly through impact. I've got to jump in here with some insider advice. The absolute biggest buying mistake I see is the 20 handicapper grabbing a precision milled Scotty just because they saw it on TV on Sunday. If you are struggling with a scattered strike pattern, buying strictly for the logo is going to wreck your distance control. Honestly, how many of you almost did exactly that? Let's hit the honest pros and cons, completely rapid fire with no brand protection here. Ping Anser gives you a forgiving safety net, a very affordable price, and a glare-reducing matte finish. On the downside, it has low resale value and doesn't quite have that premium milled status. Scotty Cameron gives you elite craftsmanship, high resale value, and absolute prestige. But it is incredibly expensive, and frankly, it is unforgiving when you put a bad stroke on it.
Time for the final verdict. We ran these top options through the gauntlet today. For best overall and value, the Ping Anser takes it. For purists and prestige, the Scotty Cameron is totally unmatched.
Let me tell you, if I am standing over a must-make 6-footer to save par to win a match against you, Mike, and my hands are shaking, I am reaching for the Ping Anser every single time. That safety net is just too good to pass up.
Now it is your turn. Are you Team Ping or Team Scotty? Drop your current handicap and your pick in the comments below. I really want to see if you guys agree with our breakdown.
If you enjoyed this head-to-head breakdown, make sure to subscribe to the Golf Gear Showdown Explainer series. We actually have a massive mallet putter showdown coming up next week that you will not want to miss. Thanks for joining this